Try to make it public so that others can
Yep.
come to it.
Okay, so now DCL Community TV, that's the
That's
Twitch. Okay.
hmm
Okay. Now I see the little Twitch icon. I should have copied this.
Oops. Yeah, that I should have mentioned that too.
That's all right. Yeah, there
Hello.
it says Decentraland, so we'll get save there. Okay. And I don't need to send it to Dollhouse. Tang would get upset. Um, so yeah, those three. So I've got to go into YouTube, Twitch, and then into wherever through RTMP. Where is that
hmm
going?
I mean, currently it goes to like most of Art's land, so Buffalo's Saloon and everything next to it. It goes to Oligar's 10 parcel estate, which is like a penguin shrine at the moment, I believe, with a big
Okay.
screen. Um, let's see, any more like special places? Mm, trying to think of who else has it. I guess like people at random besides that. Random
Okay.
parcels.
Okay. Um, can you guys see the my shared screen through Discord? Did I set that up right?
Oh, here, let me. Are you referring
No,
to like
Drew.
on stream?
Yeah, just here in Discord, I clicked on the camera and I chose OBS virtual camera. Are you seeing anything through that now?
Okay. No.
Okay.
I see nothing.
Okay.
Good morning, Bubbles.
CK.
What up, CK?
Hi.
Hi, Bubbles.
Hi, Matt.
Popping in before I start work.
What up, Madamus?
Hey, Madamus. Okay.
What are you guys finding out about right now?
Well,
I'm just in the fucking around part right now. I haven't got to the finding out portion yet. I'm just fucking around, so don't mind me.
so yeah, Sinful is just helping me get set up with the streams. We've got those set up, and the last step that I was trying to do here, Madamus, is to um, take my OBS, create a virtual camera, and send that to Discord. So I've got that selected in Discord, but what I don't have is where do I set up that virtual camera in Discord?
Maybe you just have to turn on your camera. Do you have it turned on?
Yeah, I do.
It doesn't show like
Oh,
that you have anything like.
how about this? How about click the button that says Start Virtual Camera? Do you guys see anything now?
No.
Fuck. Okay. Output type, internal, output selection,
What the
preview
fuck
output.
is Botrix? Botrix.
I don't know.
Sounds frisky.
Sounds frisky.
Okay, well, I guess you guys are gonna have to just. Oh shit! What? No,
So this is where I'm fucking around. I haven't found out anything.
Yeah. How about this? How about I go here?
What are those?
What are
Do this.
those? God dang it.
Okay. Okay. You guys can see this, yeah?
Oh, let's see. Yes, sir.
Okay. You don't get to see my shining, smiling face,
Oh,
but it's there on the Twitch stream and in YouTube. So,
it
uh,
is, and it looks good.
okay, awesome. All right. So those of you that are gonna follow along, go ahead and open up Visual Studio Code. So that means you, Josh.
Yeah, Josh.
All right, I have Visual Studio Code open.
Okay. What I'd like you to do is open up Windows Explorer. I'm assuming you're on PC or you're on Mac.
I'm on Mac.
Okay, so whatever. Just open up your File Explorer and go to your root directory. and I want you to create a directory in there called FAFO.
All right.
Okay, so
Directory made.
inside it's not going to have anything that you see here in it because you haven't created anything in there. But what we've got the directory where everything's going to go, so that's a good first step. Let me just make it the same as you, so we can all start from the same point. So I'm just going to delete everything in this directory. Oh fuck! I need to close these things. Yep. Don't save. Don't save. Okay. All right. So now. Okay. It should. All right. So now. Oh, I need to mute something. Mute site.
Is it me? Do you need to mute me?
No. You're wonderful, 13. I would never want to mute you. Okay.
No censorship.
I got the feedback thing figured out. So, okay. Do you have Visual Studio Code open, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the get
So
started page.
excellent. So on the left-hand side, you should see like an Explorer.
An Explorer.
Outline, timeline. Do you see anything that I've got up here on my screen in the upper left-hand corner?
No. It just says get started, and then it has the toolbar on the left. But
okay. So what you want to do is you want to pick the one that says, like go to existing file, because you're like on the startup page, right?
yeah.
Okay. 13, are you following along too? Do you have Visual Studio
So
Code?
I've got code up, and
Okay.
you want me to open that folder I just created, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so open folder.
On Explorer, it says no, you have not opened a folder yet. Open folder.
Yeah. So do that.
Is that?
Yeah,
Okay.
you want to open a folder.
Selected that folder.
Yep.
Do you trust the authors of the files in this folder?
Yes.
I don't know.
Do you trust
I don't
yourself?
know. That jackass that just created this, I don't know about him. All right, let's. Okay, I've done that. I'm a fuck around and find out, I guess.
Yep. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to, what is it? Is it DCL start or DCL init? We basically want to create a file structure inside DCL, but I'm
npm install.
Init.
What's that, Madamus?
It's init for a new project to get all the files and stuff.
Okay, so down here at the bottom, I've got my PowerShell, or here it says terminal. So can I just type that command here?
Well, click on the DCL icon.
Okay, so
over there.
I don't think, Josh, you don't have that, and 13, you
gotcha. Okay.
don't have that.
Oh, I remember you guys going over this, but I don't remember what you did to get it.
Right.
Window extensions, and then you can search in extensions, DCL edit, and then add. I believe that's the steps, if I remember correctly.
The second icon from the bottom.
Yeah,
that one.
Okay, so this little Tetris looking thing, click on that.
Yep. Okay.
And then type in Decentraland. Thank you, CK. And it's got the little blue check mark, so you want to click on this one.
Through the window.
Oh, here?
Well, like if you don't have like extensions open and you don't know that icon, I think you can go to window, like on the top search UI, the file window.
Oh, okay. Here?
Yeah, I think you can go to extensions, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, sick. I have it now.
What was
It
the
is
Dr.
currently
Drip? What was the
installed.
keyboard shortcut for? Because remember when Canessa turned everything off?
Yeah, so if you float over if you hover over the little Tetris icon, it should tell you what the hotkey is to bring it up. Over on the left
Control
side.
Shift X.
Yeah,
Oh,
Control
there we
Shift
go.
X. There it is.
Okay, cool. CTRL Shift plus X. Okay. Oh, and here they
Okay.
are, right here in the middle. Show all commands. Control Shift X. Go to File. Control P. Find in Files. Okay. So you guys want to both 13 and Josh, you want to install that so you get this little Decentraland icon on the left-hand side.
Yep, got it.
Okay. How about you, Josh?
Yep. It says create project, run scene, view code, read docs.
Okay, so we want to create a project. So click on that.
Oh shit! I double clicked it.
And then just click on scene.
Installing dependencies right now.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm in my parent folder anymore, actually, though.
Oh, in FAFO?
No. Wait, no, I am.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. All right. We're in there.
Okay. So here it says creating scene project.
Okay.
I'll catch up with you guys. But yeah, if we just go,
Now
go ahead.
Explorer has. I'll just say Explorer has everything in it now.
Cool. My folder is empty. Why is my folder empty? Oh, it's
That's
still,
what I was just going to look at, making sure I had things in it.
yeah.
Okay. Yep, we're good.
Okay.
Project created successfully.
That's the message that you want to see.
Man, I'm good at this.
You are. Are you finding out now, 13?
I've successfully fucked around and found out.
Yeah. All right. That's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for coming. See you next
All right,
Tuesday.
see y'all. Thanks for joining my TED Talk.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
You guys are a riot.
Now we've got our beginning file structure. We got the README, the Docker file. What we want to do is click on Scene. You want to open that up, but we're not going to do it through. I'm just showing you here in the Windows Explorer. We're going to open up the scene.json file. Okay.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh yeah, the split window.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Question for Madamus or CK or somebody. I'm used to doing this all through the command line, so I would just go to the terminal or the CLI and type in DCL start. But do I do that down here, or is there like a UI version of doing that?
Yeah, you click the DCL add-on logo on the left-hand side,
Okay.
and then it'll give you an option to run scene.
Nice. Okay,
And that's
cool.
also the button you use if you need to like refresh, you just
Mhm.
click run scene again and it'll reload that panel.
Oh, so don't click this restart server thing. Just click run scene.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure what restart server does actually, but run scene has always refreshed the instance for me. But again, this has hot loading, so
Yeah.
I'm finding myself not doing that as much unless I do a big change and I'm just not seeing it there.
Okay. So go ahead and do that. 13, Josh. Anybody else that's following along?
I've already fucked up. Hang on.
Okay.
So if you are doing it, in the terminal, do you do like the command like DCL start in like when you're in the FAFO folder, or do you do that?
Correct.
outside
It
the
has to
FAFO
be.
folder?
So remember when 13 said it's installing dependencies. It has to be in the FAFO folder because it needs to have certain files to reference. So have you done any website design?
Not really, no.
Okay, all right. Keep
I've
waiting.
designed things for people's websites, but I have nothing to do with.
Okay, I was just gonna use that as an example for file structure. There's absolute and there's relative links, and inside the code there are relative links. So it will keep waiting. It will say, go up one file level in the directory structure, and then find the models directory and take that model and load it into the scene. So like the CBD screen, it'll look for that. And if you do your DCL start outside of the FAFO folder and it doesn't have that asset in a models directory, it's not going to know where to find that because it's a
Okay.
relative link. So that's why you need to be in the FAFO folder with all the resources and all the dependencies.
Another thing that we discovered last week was by using Visual Code Editor instead of command prompt to do this, it makes sure that all the ECS and the Decentraland is all up to date.
Yes. Yeah, so you have the benefit, Josh and 13, of doing it the easy way. I made Canessa do it the hard way. And it took us a minute to find, and thank you, Dr. Drip, for going out and finding that, but it wasn't the most up-to-date installations. But when you do it here inside the Visual Studio Code, it's always going to get you the most up-to-date. So it's one less thing that you have to worry about. So when they say they're, giving the tools to the creators this year, they really are.
I can kind of attest and vouch for that because when I was first starting my project, it was a nightmare.
Yeah. What were you doing the parkour for Koksmush?
That was all builder and stuff.
Okay.
I'm talking about what I was trying to do on the land that I was renting for a while.
Oh, okay. What were you doing? If
It
you're
was
comfortable
supposed to
saying.
be, yeah, it was supposed to be a D&D esque, like, but with multiple styles of like gameplay. So, but one thing that I was trying to work on was using the physics engine that I could barely get to work. Basically, creating a rolling dice set
Okay.
that would, basically follow the laws of whatever the sided dice that if it was a D6, it would fall on one of the 6 sides. If it was a D12 or D20, et cetera, et cetera. But I'd been working on I could get a ball to bounce. I could get a D20 to drop, and I had gotten it to have colliders, but I just never got to the step to where it could roll.
Oh, I see.
Because that was a highly advanced portion, and whatever the engine was called, I could not get the code to mesh. And then at that point in time was whenever my brother broke his leg in 3 places, and I had to go take back over the reins of the day-to-day crew kind of thing. So it was all just a clusterfuck of timing.
Wow. Okay.
But
Well,
kind of back now, so I'm trying to get back into this. So hey.
well, we're happy to have you.
So many cubes.
Are you spawning, clicking on the cube?
Yeah, how do I start over?
Okay. Well, remember what Doc said. Come over here. Click on the Decentraland logo, and then do what? What do you think you need to do?
Run scene.
Yes, sir.
And then I can just close this other tab.
Yeah.
Sweet deal.
Okay. While that's refreshing for you, Josh, I want you to go back to the Explorer. So that's the the stacked paper icon, and I want you and 13 and anybody else who's following along, I want you to click and open up the src directory, and inside there should be a game.ts file. I want you to open that.
I'm back in my PC. You said navigate to the SRC, open up game. Yes, okay.
Correct. And if you saw when 13 was telling us about the unfortunate accident with his brother and that delaying his development time, I was moving stuff around. It may take a little bit to get both of your code windows over on one side, but just fuck around, find out how to do that. So
Gucci.
what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get rid of the cube inside the game.ts file. Okay.
All right.
So we're not setting up a system. We're just, so you come down here, select this, and then delete.
Okay, so you want me from set up a system all the way down from 1 to
57 or
whatever
whatever
it
it
is.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
What does that? Oh, unsaved. So Control S. Go ahead and save your scene. Hit Control S, hotkey. Now, when I did Control S, what did you notice changed? Do you see anything different in my scene?
Yeah, there's no cube.
Yeah.
No cube.
No cube. Okay. Now let's go back to the scene.json file. How are you doing, Josh? Are you with us?
No.
Okay. Talk to me. What's going on?
Did you say delete everything?
Yeah, so you need to first go to the src directory, open up the game.ts file, select everything in there and delete it. And then you need to hit Control S to save that file.
All right. And then refresh to Decentraland.
You shouldn't even have to do that. Once you hit Control S to save the file, as Dr. Drip was talking about earlier, it's got the hot loader, so the cube should just disappear and things will flash in your scene, and it should update. Is that not the case?
No.
Okay.
You want to share your screen, or can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, just share my screen.
So if it's not hot loading, then that might be an instance where you gotta run the scene again. Sometimes it gets stuck, but not always.
Is there a? Let me try this.
You haven't saved your scene. There you go.
Control S wasn't working for some reason.
So it's for you. It's Command S, I think.
Oh, that's right. You're Apple. Thank you, 13.
Option it. I forget what you're. Hang on. I would have to pull out my fucking MacBook. I don't.
Is
use
it
Option.
Apple S? Save us, CK. You're a Mac
Command
user.
S, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I thought everything else it's Control S, like Blender it's Control S.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So now we're starting with a blank slate. I don't know why they don't just have blank scene as an option. But Doc has his own theory about that. You were mentioning something last week. Don't remember what that is, but we're going to go into the scene.json file, right? And we're going to start adding things. We're going to change from a 1x1 parcel to a 2x2 parcel.
I gotta go back and do the Explorer, right?
Correct.
There we go. And scene.json. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, why is it on this side? Go back over here.
I don't know,
Okay.
man.
Oh no, man.
I like how I can just see your screens. Well, oh, I like your dark mode, 13.
Thank you.
You know, if I had my third monitor set up correctly, I could see you guys like,
I need to put my second monitor up.
yeah.
That way I have two up again. But no, I fucking haven't.
Okay. Looks like you're ready to go, 13. Looks like you're ready to go, Josh. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to like the the third curly bracket down from the top. Okay. And it says main, then tags, then scene, and then there's an indent and it says parcels and base. So 13, you probably already know this, but what do we mean by parcels? What are we going to tell the computer when we enter that information?
I forget exactly how to do it, but if we're trying to make it a 2x2, then we need like a 1 and then like 1 0 and then like 1 1 or some shit like that to be able to have. I forget exactly.
Yep.
But to be able to have multiple parcels and specifically each individual parcel. So if they're connecting, then they need to actually. Yeah, I did this a little bit.
Yep.
Whenever I was working on shit, but it's been a minute.
Okay.
So do I forget, do I drop this down?
Right. So
And
somebody like,
then,
yeah. Yep.
no, that's not going to be it, right?
Look at the other places of code for an indication of how to do this. So if you come down to spawn points, which we'll get to in a little bit, and then we'll do camera target. If you come down to spawn points and you look at position, it's in curly brackets, but the convention is still the same. You've got each X, Y, and Z on a different line. And what do you have at the end of the first two lines?
A comma.
Yes, very important. So go ahead and, put your cursor in and extend it out so it's like this. This does not matter to the code. It just makes it more human readable. It's easier for us to read this. It could be in one long string and it would still follow the commands correctly.
What am I doing?
So you're going to put a comma after that 0, 0 in quotation marks. Then you're going to do a carriage return, and you're going to do one quotation mark, and it's going to autocomplete and put another one there and put your cursor in the middle of those two. Right? And then we're going to do 1, 0.
Wait, how do you do the carriage return?
So comma, and then for us it's shift enter. So yeah, whatever your.
You should just be able to hit enter, Josh. You should be able to put your cursor in there, like I'm going to come up here to display, right?
Oh well, yeah. I guess you can just hit enter. I thought it was shift enter.
Yeah, I can put my cursor
Shift enter
there.
works too.
Okay,
Oh, what am I
cool.
doing?
I just broke my code, but
Fuck yeah.
yeah, let's break it. Let's break shit. I
I don't
wish
know.
I
I feel like you
go ahead.
said something. Can I backspace back up to the line I was on, or is it just gonna take me?
Use your arrow keys if you want to go back up to a line. Here, let me look at yours for just a second. And Madamus has his open too, so if you want, you can look at what Madamus is working on. Just saying. It's pretty cool looking. Um okay. Yeah, so hold on a second. Let me make my screen bigger. How do I pop out my screen? There we go. Wow, that's some recursive shit right there. Inception. Okay, hold on a second. Let me drag this over here.
Hey, there we fucking go. Let's go.
Okay, so what you're in, Josh, right now is base, and you need to be in parcels. So just hit Control Z to undo what you've been doing until you get back to where you were.
There it fucking
Oh
goes.
shit.
Just hit Control Z.
Control Z is not working.
Oh, that's right, your Mac. Oh my God. Ah! The Apple Command Z should do it.
Yeah, Command Z.
Command Z, thank you, Madamus. What you're working on, Madamus, is really beautiful, I just got to tell you.
This was the summer fashion gala build.
Oh, okay.
Where am I
word.
doing this? Under parcels.
Yep.
Wait, I'm confused.
Okay, here.
What am I doing?
Just wait a second. Watch my screen. I'm going to undo till it gets
Okay.
back to where it was, okay? So this is what you have. I'm going to take my cursor and I'm going to put it right after this first square bracket
Okay.
and then hit enter.
So hit the right key a couple times. Oh yeah. And then enter. Yeah. So enter after the quotation brackets. Yeah.
Now, put your cursor just to the left of that square bracket after the 0, 0. Yep, right there. Put your cursor in there and then hit enter a couple times.
Okay.
Excellent. Now, after this first listing of coordinates, you want to put a comma because we're going to put 3 more coordinates. And if we look down here, the syntax is, you know, for each one, when you do a carriage return, you put a comma after it. So after this first one, there's a comma. After the second one, there's a comma. But the last one doesn't have a comma, right?
All right.
So I put my cursor on line 18. I think it's the same for you. Yeah, so I just hit enter. And then I hit tab. No, I didn't hit enter. Sorry, I just hit tab so I can go indent a little bit. Yep, there you go. Good job. Okay, so then I hit my quotation marks. Again, that's the autocomplete where it puts the cursor right in between 2 quotation marks. And then I'm going to do 1, 0. And then I put a comma here. I'm going to use my arrow key, go down, and hit tab again. Quotation marks. This one is going to be 0, 1, comma, and then arrow down once more, tab, and this is our last one. What's this last one going to be, Josh?
1 1.
1 1, yeah. If you guys have read Song of Ice and Fire, you know what 1 1 is a reference to. Any George Martin fans? No.
Say the name of the book again.
Song of Ice and Fire, George R.R. Martin.
Sounds like some rock and roll cartoon stuff from back in the day.
1 1 is the name of one of the giants that's at the wall.
That's what's up.
1 1.
Some like Boris Vallejo type.
Okay. So now when you've got that, how are you doing? 13? You got that on there?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I've got it. I've got the 4 loaded.
Okay. And then Josh, go ahead and hit whatever key
Save.
and then S. Now here's a tip.
Save.
My 4 didn't load, but if I run away and then run back, it should show up. Et voila. No. Fuck. Okay.
I had to run scene, I think, and change windows.
Yeah, okay.
Where'd it go?
Where'd what go?
My scene, my parcels.
Oh yeah, Scott, and I don't know if you noticed, but closing that tab like you just did,
Yeah.
that if you leave that tab there, that's why a second and third character pops up every time because those windows are still opened. I realized.
Yeah, that happened last week. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
There should
So
be a way to
Josh,
refresh it
if
without.
you
Go ahead,
if you
13.
go to the Decentraland little logo on the left hand side and hit run scene again and close out that window previous, that should do it for you. May take a second, but it's worked for me a few times now.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So all we've done is give the commands. Wow, your system is, well, I'm also streaming and doing a bunch of other shit. But yeah, we've just defined our estate or our parcel is, this 2x2 parcel. And now base, that's where, what's that? Oh, somebody's listening to music. Okay. Okay. Base, I don't remember what that is because it's not the spawn
Base
point.
is the start of the structure of the estate.
Okay.
So it is the
Base
bottom corner.
Yeah, the southwestmost parcel.
Yes.
Okay. So if we wanted to put this, say, where Baby Dolls was, we would put it at minus 103, comma, minus 97.
Also, we discovered that the base, changing the base, also affects the spawn point because the spawn points, that XYZ value is only, I believe it's only within one parcel. Maybe it can go over one parcel, but I remember when we changed that base parcel, it affected that the position was then located within that parcel.
Oh, the spawn point, the starting spawn point was
Right. So
in the
like
middle.
the base sets where you spawn in relation to the entire estate, and then the actual spawn points, the XYZ, like laser focuses in on the exact drop location.
Okay.
Like the individual like squares on the parcel, maybe.
I'm about to
Right.
grab some
Exactly.
coffee.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Because they're what 16 by 16, so
Yep.
144. So essentially, you could have, X fucking be 3 and Y be 4, and you spawn over here, kind of thing. That's actually neat. I hadn't thought of that. I mean, and you could literally have somebody spawn in the air at the top of your tower or some shit, and they have to
Yes.
work their way down and solve puzzles.
Yes. That's what we did last week.
That was the idea for Tower 13. But I ran into building constraints in the builder because fucking I don't have any goddamn real low poly models in there. Like they're all fucking like ridiculous essentially.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sometimes you have to do some tricks where like the models might not load in, so you could spawn up top, but you'll drop to the bottom because the models don't load in. So sometimes you'll need to like put a little invisible floor that'll load faster.
That makes sense.
Like do some tricks like that sometimes if you're gonna do that.
That
And
makes
if you
a lot of
click
sense.
that right next to the map, there's like that little debug panel on the top when you're inside the scene.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah, and then that shows you what coordinates
The
your
exact.
character's at,
Oh
so
my,
you
that's
can
so
get
awesome.
them, and you can click on it, and it'll copy and paste them. So like when you want to place stuff in your scene, you can walk to where you are, and then copy and paste those values, and then put it like in the transform or however you want to do it.
Position copied the cube clipboard. Yeah, tight. That's what's up.
Super cool. So yeah.
So then I could go in here and essentially do this. Nope. Why does it have an image? Copied the clipboard. And it just wants to show image.
It's probably a bug.
That's strange. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but
weird. I did take a picture, and there is a picture in my clipboard, but that should be overridden.
Interesting.
Theoretically.
Can you highlight the text in that little text window, and then just Control C there and paste it there?
Nope.
Fuck. Okay.
Weird. That's okay. Whatever.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, Madamus.
Yeah, thank you, Madamus. Okay, so I am exactly in the middle, and it's worth noting that it's X and Z, not X and Y, because you know, Y is up, and different 3D programs use Y up or Z up. It just depends on what the screen orientation is. So like if you look at a graph, X is down along the bottom and Y goes, up and down. And a lot of people use that configuration, and then they use Z as coming out from the screen. But for this one, um, well, whatever, it goes into the screen. So if you want to put your character exactly in the middle of this 2x2 plot, you look over here and I put my X position as 16 and my Z position as 16. And since my base is set to 0, 0 right here, if I go 16 meters, in, where is that? X, so you can see up here in my debug panel, and then I go 16 meters in Z, boom, I'm exactly in the middle. So go ahead and, change it to whatever you guys want to change it to. I'm also going to change this to, we'll say 10. So my Y, it's going to put me 10 meters above the floor the next time I reload.
What if you tried a go-to command to teleport /go-to11? Would that drop you? Would that trigger the drop?
Yeah, I'll try that. Mm. It just like instantly put me there.
Yeah, not sure about that. Yeah, I might have to refresh.
Well, here.
Just walk away first.
Just walk away, Scott. Just walk away. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, that put you right at 1616, right?
Yeah, but
you changed the Y. Oh yeah, I didn't see.
I changed the Y to 10. Maybe 10 isn't enough.
That might need a full reload if you update scene.json.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do that because it takes a long time for me to reload. So I'll keep it to this because I want to do something else next. I want to do camera target. Excuse me. So camera target is going to be which way you're looking. And last week I used as the example was the OG stage at the music festival. When you loaded, it put you back in that southwest corner, which was behind the stage. And if they had, set a spawn point and set the camera target, you would have been at the opening gates of the OG stage looking at the stage rather than backstage looking at the gates. So let's say we want to do that. We want to be right in the middle, but we want to look not this direction because that's the default. Let me close this. But we want to look back to 0, 0. We want to look back to this corner right where this tree is. So I'm going to change 818 to 0, 10.
I tested at 32 and I reloaded the scene and it dropped me.
Ah, sweet.
I tested it at 10 and it loaded too, like the fall was during the actual like initial load. So I was
Okay.
basically already on the ground, but I set it to 32 and it actually dropped me. I saw the drop.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to put mine
So
to
let me
fuck.
look and see what you're doing for camera target 0, 1, 0. Okay.
Yeah.
0, 0. S.
How far away did you go,
See.
13?
I went 32. 16, 32, 16.
No.
And
How far
actually,
away did you walk from your
oh,
original?
I run scene and it dropped me.
Oh, okay. Okay. You didn't do the go-to.
I'm doing it again right now.
Okay.
So loading
Um,
scenes.
Also, I wanted to point out the sections above in the scene.json are also important, like the title, the description, the author where it says author name. Those are where so when you're in Decentraland and you press X to see places, that's where it's pulling the data from. So if you leave this as DCL scene and then let's say we uploaded it to test it somewhere or something, people would see that as DCL scene and they would see that default scene thumbnail where it says images / scene
Oh,
thumbnail.png.
yeah.
You can replace that with any image, and that's your preview when people go look at places.
Sweet. Okay.
I was listening. I'm back. I was listening, but I kind of didn't get the visual. Did you put this at 010? Is that what this is?
Correct.
Okay.
So I just want to point out that I'm now at 0,0 and I just walked forward to get here. So we've changed where we spawn and we've changed where we look, because normally it would put us, oh God, it would put us back in that 0,0 corner and we'd be looking, in this direction. We'd be looking northeast to the northeast corner.
Okay, so it has me looking to the southwest.
Okay.
I spawned at the center and I'm looking southwest and I spawned 32 meters in the air.
Okay. Interesting. Because I put 40 for my Y and I did not spawn. Oh, I didn't hit run scene. That's what I did.
Yeah, if you run scene, close the other one.
Yeah.
And spawn a new, you should.
Okay.
But you have to do it high enough, like I was saying, like 10 isn't noticeable really.
Right. I'm watching yours, Josh. I don't see anything on your screen. Oh, no, I'm not. There we go. Okay, while you guys are doing that, I am going to go to nft.storage. And I'm going to get, I'm going to see if this works. I don't even know if this works, but we'll see. I'm going to get an absolute link, a content ID link to an asset that I've already uploaded to IPFS, which stands for Interplanetary File System. You laughing at my
Pretty
dog?
wild.
So Josh, did you save that and then?
Yeah, it didn't do anything. Let me see. Save. And then run scene again, right?
Yep. And then close that old one out real quick. Save your resources a bit. Depending on how fast it loads. See, there you go.
Sweet.
Very nice.
So I'm going to go in and change the description and the title and the thumbnail. That's what I'm going to do next. So thank you, Doc, for that information. I'm just going to call it
I need a logo. That's what I need.
FAFO session.
I'll just use this thing. Where the fuck it is?
We'll call the scene, we'll title it FAFO World. Okay.
Okay, and this. Okay, so this, where does the logo need to be?
So that's what I was explaining earlier. It can be in your images directory. So that's where I am here in
So,
Windows Explorer. I'm at
FAFO
C
images.
FAFO
Go.
and then images. And you can see where it says scene dash thumbnail. That's the exact same thing that it says right here.
There we go. So let's do this. Okay, so save. If I go to here, okay, I'd probably have to run scene again for all that, actually.
Okay, I'm going to use this one. I don't know
I
if
gotta
that's...
jump on a work call, but I'll see you guys in a little bit if you're still around.
All right.
Unanimous.
Thank you,
Deuces.
Madamus.
Unanimous.
See you, Madamus.
Later.
So I'm going to try this. I'm going to paste this in here. That's a big ass long thing.
So if we want to put a different image, we just drop that in the images file and then replace.
So yep. I have, yeah, so you put the image in the image file, and then where it says images, delete the scene thumbnail part, and in between the forward slash and the period, put in whatever name of the file is.
Okay.
So, like, mine is Universe 13, so I'm loading now, trying to see if it'll work. Okay, so the Okay, so that changed, but the image did not.
Oh shit. Wrong button.
Is that how you did it, 13? You just clicked on the map and then you clicked on the coordinates?
Yeah. So
Oh,
theoretically, it should be right here.
yeah.
Like this changed, that changed.
Yeah, it
but
says
the
Tower
image
13,
did
yeah.
not. So let's just do that maybe. Save.
Capitalize.
Print scene. Why what?
I was wondering why the .png on this file was capitalized. I was confused. I've never seen that before. I feel like.
Okay.
Nope. Fuck.
Okay, okay. I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. If you take whatever image you've got, right? So if you see here in, let me make these extra large. You can
It
see
might be
here,
too big.
well, my thought is that it has to be named scene dash thumbnail.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Ooh.
this is like the whole fuck around and find out, right? So I'm going to undo that name change, and I'm going to go back to images / scenes dash thumbnail .png. Then I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to rename this something else, like Scooby-Doo. And then I'm going to name this guy
Mine
scene.
ended up being DSAF. I don't know what the fuck a favicon is, but yep,
That's
it's there
your
too.
that's what shows up in the upper left-hand corner when you visit a website. It's called your favorite icon, your favorites icon. So if you favorite a website, a favicon or whatever, it displays there on your web page.
I see. I have none of those.
Okay.
Not until Josh designs me a logo.
Get in line.
Let's go.
Okay. Reload my scene.
Listen, all I need is the submission money to either A, be able to go into a fucking bank account, or somebody to loan me fucking the mana for it, or wait till the first of the month where that money will actually be. I've got a horrible fucking problem with banks. Like my bank that I generally use, the closest location is like 3 hours away. And then all the fucking local banks don't want to fuck with crypto. So they're like, yeah, I don't want to do this. And I'm like, well, fuck me. I just want to be able to use my money the way I want to. But that's too
Yeah.
much to ask.
Yeah. Sorry about that, man.
Yeah. One day, Tennessee will fucking actually be something. They'll be on the up and up with marijuana laws. They'll be on the up and up with crypto. I'm just waiting, man.
So
Either
13,
that or I'm gonna have to move the fuck out.
can you go back to your to the map and then hover over that 0, 0 or 1, 1 spot to see
Let's
what
see if it fucking works.
yeah.
Nope. Fuck.
No. Damn. Okay. All right.
But if you jump in, you fall.
Yeah, cool. You go back to your back. Oh, there I go. I fell. Okay, cool. So yeah, if I click on the map, let's see here.
There might be a constraint for how large the image can be because the image that I have is fairly large. So I'm gonna go into something else. I'm gonna change the fucking file type because it is a fairly large file.
Okay, well let's
See if
look
that
at this
fucking
one.
does anything.
It's 84 kilobytes and
Yep.
it's 228 by 160. Maybe it has to be 228 by 160.
Maybe.
So Josh, you don't have to do this. I mean, you can work on something else, but I'm going to go in and try to edit my picture, see if that works too. 13, you do it, and we'll see who gets there first.
How big?
228 by 160 pixels, bit depth 32. I don't know if that matters.
To be honest, and I haven't exactly tested this either, but I get the feeling it's based on the ratio and not those actual dimensions. And the reason I say this is because I did the same thing, I believe. I think I did those same exact dimensions, and something that I regret is in game. It's either in game or maybe it's the places page or the events page or something. Somewhere, it shows it much higher resolution than 228, and it actually stretches it. So like.
Ooh.
Kind of in hindsight, I wish I had found whatever ratio that was, if it's 16 by 9 or whatever it is, and then I wish I made like maybe a bigger version, maybe like if it was like 600 by 800, or I don't know what the dimensions are, but you get what I'm saying. I wish I made a bigger one because somewhere it is pulled at higher res.
Okay.
So, never mind.
Okay.
Never fucking.
Let me pull this out. What were the dimensions of it? It was
228 by 160.
Which sounds very random.
Yeah. So I'm going to create a new image, and I'm going to make it 228 by 160, right? Advanced options, I'm going to set it to be transparent as my background. Hit OK. Okay. Now I'm going to scale it up. I go to image, canvas size, and I'm going to lock this. I'm going to lock the aspect, and I'm going to change this width to 1024.
Yeah, so I mean, it's now 160 by 160 and 17.3 kilobytes. So unless it has to be specifically, then I don't fucking know.
It didn't work,
did
did
I
it?
size this thing down so fucking much. Unless let's just test this theory again. Let's make sure that the fucking name is exactly that, and then change that back to that, which shouldn't fucking make a difference, but whatever. We are loading.
What?
Loading in.
That's pretty cool.
Oh,
Did you make
thanks.
that?
Yeah. Well, I AI and Photoshop, but yeah,
It's
AI.
a really,
What's the A
it's a really
stand
clean
for?
image.
artificial intelligence.
Oh.
Not Adobe Illustrator, but artificial
What's
intelligence.
what's the I stand for?
Intelligence.
That's a quote from Red versus Blue, by the way.
Oh, okay. I didn't get that. I feel
Caboose
sad.
is like my favorite fucking character in that series, and he is a fucking genius.
All these screenshots, Jesus Christ. Well, I'm looking for, here we go. Well,
Okay, so let's see. Okay, it's loaded. Let's see. Test one more time. Fuck. It's just the normal, random, regular, unappealing Decentraland logo.
Are you
mm-hmm.
able to press X here? Is that a thing in the testnet?
Oh, good question. I don't know.
This is what happens. I don't think anything actually loads.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure how to test that because I don't remember ever testing it on the testnet, but it was something I did where I didn't touch that scene thumbnail.png. I just slipped mine in there. I don't think I thought too much about size or ratio or anything. And then when I uploaded it, it just worked. It was like a quick little thing I did, and it worked when it was live.
Maybe it doesn't work on the testnet.
I feel like there should be a way to test it. Maybe we're just not thinking of it, but yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe there's no way to test it on testnet.
Sinful? What you jamming to over there? What up, Gary?
Hey, Gary.
Wait, how does Gary have emotes? What is this shit? Emotes exist in Discord now?
Yeah, dude, I know. I was
What the
tripping.
fuck? How do? What is this?
Last night or the night before?
Oh my god, there's stuff.
Oh, look at all the cats. Do you have to go into the chatty chat to do that?
No, it's just right here next to, like, if you
Yeah,
cursor
it's right.
down.
Yeah, right next to your mic, like in the just Discord screen. If you're
Okay.
like observing someone's screen share.
Nice.
Okay. I'll have
Yeah,
to
there's a nitro feature, I guess.
mess around with that later. Okay. Discard changes. I've got one that's the correct aspect ratio.
Not gonna work.
It's not gonna work, but you know, whatever.
Not gonna make it.
It
Not gonna make it. Where's Tango when we need him?
I don't know.
Not gonna make it,
I don't-
guys.
I don't think this image is gonna scale. Let's just cut it in half. For demonstration's sake.
Rip it in half, man. Rip it in half as hard as I'm about to rip this.
oh, where the hell did I put that? Is it in here?
Fucking around too much, Scott.
I
I'm not
know.
finding out enough.
I know. It's got to be in here somewhere.
What is the ratio?
288 by 160. I wrote it down.
288.
Oh, god damn. What did I call it?
Snap your fingers. Do your steps. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it.
Okay.
Oh, 160.
Okay.
I was like, it's giving me a different ratio every time, but it's not.
Okay, well, whatever. I'll find it later. Don't. I don't want to go through all that and have it not work, but let's save the scene.
I've tried my damnedest, Scott, and
Yeah.
I don't believe it's gonna work.
Okay.
Oh shit.
It's interesting because now there's nothing in there that says scene thumbnail.png, and it pulls this up. So there has to be something in the code somewhere.
Right. It's just defaulting.
Yeah.
Right, but also that one is not the one that was originally in your folder.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it's pulling that thing from.
Yeah, that's
it's
my
not.
question. Go ahead. It's 13.
That's right. I did not actually look and see what it was before, but yes, that is completely not the right one.
Yeah, so if I go to that directory, I go to FAFO, I go to images. This one that I renamed Scooby-Doo. There we go. Oh, wow, that is really tiny. It's just not going to get any bigger. That was the one that was originally there. Now there's this one. Where does this one come from? I don't know.
Okay, I think I see. Well, okay, so you renamed it Scooby-Doo, but now there is no scene thumbnail.png.
Correct.
So yeah, that would break it. I think that what we're seeing is in this map, I think that it's not trying to load anything, and everyone gets a default of some sort. And then when we load it into the game and actually deploy it, we're gonna see this nice Scooby-Doo one. Well, we wouldn't because you broke it, but if it were still connected, then we would see the nice one with the river. Yeah, we'd see that
in your
one.
Explorer, it's here.
Right. Yeah.
There.
So I think the best move is to make sure that it's connected. You know, just visually make it line up with that scene.json. So if you leave it as scene thumbnail.png, then just drop your image in there, and just name it the same. And then when you deploy it, just trust it's going to be there.
Trust.
Yeah, I would recommend getting
Hashtag
the
trust
same
fall.
ratio or similar ratios, and I think it might crop it up. If it's the wrong ratios, I think it might crop it for you, which is usually not good because it'll cut off part of it unless it doesn't matter.
Okay, so even though, like, if you were watching here in the background, as I changed this to scene.thumbnail or scene-thumbnail.png, it like this whole scene refreshed. It did the hot load. So
Just realized I had extra letters in my. What? Oh.
okay.
Yep. Sinful.
Let's go back to Explorer. Right now we're going to put in some models into our scene.
Yeah.
So for that, we need to have the game.ts file. And I deleted that, so I'm going to get one from somewhere else.
PRB.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. So, what do I have? Dependencies are what? Where are my dependencies? Oh, there they are. Okay, so I have. Do I still have to? Let's see. At the bottom of the Decentraland tab in Visual Studio Code, click the plus icon on the dependencies section. Got it. Enter the name of the package. Copy. Paste. Yes.
Okay, so what I'm doing here, Josh, is I'm just making a new folder, calling it models.
Ooh, models
Mm-hmm.
in the same
Do
FAFO.
I need to duplicate like a game.ts file from something else and put it back in here?
I haven't done
as
that
well?
yet, and the reason why is I think as soon as I use DCL edit, it will generate the scene dot or sorry, yeah, the scene.ts file for me, but I need to have a model to reference. So I'm used to the old DCL edit where it would give me the widgets where I could import an object that way.
Okay.
So
So I'll hold off on this for right now.
yeah, just I'm in extreme fucking around mode right now. So
Fucking around. Okay, so game.ts.
But you're making a models file in
correct,
the FAFO folder.
correct, yes. So
Okay,
I went to
thank you.
FAFO. I just clicked new folder, named it models, plural, and then I just took a GLB that I have, which is my giving tree, and I dropped it in there. So you could just
Okay,
grab
cool.
any GLB that you have. You could do this the screen or
Okay.
whatever else you got. If you guys would like, I can show you how to download all of the assets, so that if you want, like, I don't know, a cyberpunk asset and a Halloween asset and whatever pirate asset, you can just go grab those and drop them in there, and you don't have to go to Builder, put it in a scene, download that scene, and then grab it from there. You can just get the whole awesome repository and save it to your local system. Okay. Hey Doc, do you know what we do next? Do you know how I bring models into this now that I'm using the Visual Studio Code version of the DCL edit? Maybe Doc is away from keyboard. Well, let's go check the documentation.
This needs to go to
11.
Yes, it needs to go to 11. There we go. So that's in there. And I can see that it's in there. Okay. Copy path.
Did you double click on your asset to see it in there, 13? Oh yeah, there we go.
I just single clicked it. But
Yeah.
It's not even. It's kind of a weird asset. Like.
Well, your normals are going.
There we go.
Yeah. Your normals are pointing in.
Sure.
And that's why when you go down. No, it's like the computer only needs to render one side of the plane. That's why you can see through it.
Gotcha.
So a normal is just an indicator. It's a mathematical indicator on a 3D mesh telling the computer which direction the computer should render. You can turn on normals, or backside culling, backface culling, to get it to go to both directions.
That might be another FAFO.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay,
so this is there. Like like I have that. So how do I import custom items?
Okay.
Okay, so all custom items are stored in user asset pack codes. Create a new asset pack. Open the editor for any scene and click new asset pack at the bottom of the item catalog. What the fuck does that mean?
I'm watching U13 because I'm in new territory right now.
I'm trying to figure out what this means. It says, and I'll share in the chat what page I'm looking at.
Okay, cool. Because I'm at the DCLedit.com install guide. I'll put that in the chat.
Yeah, that's where I was, and then I went down to
Oh,
import custom items in the builder. Maybe I'm not in the right spot. I don't think
no,
I'm
that
actually in
sounds
the right
right.
spot. No, because it says open the editor, so that's not where I'm actually at. So that's the wrong spot. This is scenes, preview your scene, coding scenes, designing experience, 3D content essentials. Bugging, publishing, projects, libraries, coding scenes. Okay, so I'm gonna open an old file real quick
Okay.
that I was working on and see what. So this was, it was alpha, I think. Yeah, okay, so this was. Where? Node modules. And this was.
I'm going to keep this running, guys. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay.
Ugh, too many things running. Shoot.
Okay, so create base scene. New update system. So this was the one that was fucked up, actually. So let me not open this one. A new window. Yeah, buddy. So here's the rotator system one. This is a cube spawner. Okay, so
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
just trying to figure out how to actually import a model into your scene. So I have the path,
Okay.
So how do I actually import this into this scene is what we're trying to remember / figure out.
Okay, so what I like to do for this stuff is I go into the awesome repo and I download the scene and then I copy their code for spawning something. But let me open up something real quick. If you don't want to do all that, I should have something here. Open folder. Okay, I opened up the shark animation. The shark animation is in the awesome repo, and it's a really good example of. Here, let me go find a link of it. Actually,
Shark animation.
Awesome repository.
Oh, I found
Okay,
it.
cool.
Okay. Cool. And then let's see here. I want to look at your stuff.
Yeah, so shark animation is cool because it has a GLB spawned, and it's also got you could click it to make it do a different stored animation, which kind of gets you into game dev, but you just want to spawn a GLB. So let's see here.
Quick question, Doc. I've got the DCL Edit, the standalone, launched, but shouldn't I be able to bring GLBs in using the Visual Studio Code version of DCL Edit?
I'm not exactly sure. Let me go in the little chatty chat here, show chat. And I'm gonna use the little tilde.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2,
Leave the
3.
plus sign at the top of the asset list.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Okay. So here's the code that I just went to the awesome repo and just pulled this this little code.
Mm-hmm.
And this code so it points to the models folder, and then you just drop your GLB. So look at the code. I see lower.glb, I think. Is that what that says?
I'm having a hard time hearing you now, Doc, because everybody else is cycling through with their mic. So can we just put ourselves on mute so I can hear Doc?
I'll speak closer to the mic too.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so yeah, so you already have. Okay, does that say tower or lower?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, let's see what that does. Control S. Yeah, or that. That works.
Okay. I need to get the awesome repo. Here we go. So it's
And
called.
what this code is doing, it's constructing an entity called shark. And then it adds it connects the line 3. It connects the GLB to shark entity.
Okay.
And then line 4, it's going to add a position to it. Did it not load it? Is it there? Is that it?
Are you talking to 13 or me? I'm not sure.
I can't hear anyone, by the way.
I realized I was on fucking mute.
Yeah, I'm like, everybody go on mute so we can hear Doc. So everybody went on mute, and I'm talking to you.
But
13's
yes,
talking to you.
This is what I changed the shark to. So this is my models. This is my tower model that I've been working on, just that I started working on.
Oh, perfect. It worked.
Okay.
But yeah, so
okay.
it spawned it. So if I change that back to shark, assuming I have shark, which I don't know if I do. It's not in my models folder, so I don't actually have the shark asset. So whatever what I changed it to was the tower. So this is the tower at this point.
Perfect.
But
Gotcha. Yeah, so that was funny. I was talking to Scott and I was looking at 13 screen. But yeah, okay. So let's look at this.
Okay.
Yeah, so as long as that giving tree 5 GLB is in that models folder inside your FAFO directory, it should be good to go. Models. Yep,
It's
looks
not,
good to me.
but it's not showing up in my scene.
So you might have to refresh it, save it, and refresh it.
Okay. When I want to make sure that I've named the thing exactly what it's supposed to be named, I'll just like
Yeah.
hit rename and then copy, and then I'll paste it. It appears to be the same. So I'm gonna try running away first and then running back.
Okay, yeah. Hacks.
Oh, it's doing something. There we go. Run away. Run away. No. Okay. We will run scene again.
Also, it's kind of giving an error on that import scene part.
Down here? Yeah, I see that. Game.ts cannot find module / scene. So that must be missing in my directory.
The
Oh,
coordinates of the position in the game.ts file need to match the coordinates of
Wherever you want them to go specifically. So the coordinates that I've got right now are 838 for this, right?
Yep.
So it spawns there, but if I were to change this to 16
0,
0
16.
16.
Oh,
Right in the corner.
you need your
Yeah, and that's
you need your
meters.
parentheses. Or you do have it. It looked like you deleted one of your parentheses, so yeah, there you go. I've done that too. You got a bunch of S's in there because you were trying to run backwards.
Shit.
I know.
It looked like he fell asleep at the keyboard.
Oh, there it is. Cool. So, yeah, it's at 838. Let me change it to, let's see if who can do it first. 13 or Scott.
I'm rooting for you.
On getting this thing to
Get it rooting because you got
Yeah. That's actually very fucking funny.
Oh fuck yeah, let's go! But it needs to be higher because the model is low. Okay, I see.
And so another
let's
thing
go with,
is,
like,
if this is your build and your script and you want it to say shark in there,
Mhm.
that's all fine. But if you're building this for someone else, you might want to change every instance of that shark with you could just do a replace if you want, but swap it out with giving tree or make your own variable name there.
okay.
How do I swap it out?
Let me
Whoa.
see here. Control H is there find and replace.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Of course, it didn't work there. Yep, giving tree, there we go. And then here.
Let me see, Control H. Let's replace shark with that, and then what do we press here? Replace
It has to
enter.
be.
Oh yeah, then I just keep pressing enter and it goes through.
Okay, that's what I didn't do. I didn't keep doing it. Okay. So with the, where is it? Did I close it? Yeah, with DCL edit.
Let's fucking go.
You know, here's my default scene, and it's got these this heads up display. Oh, God
What's up,
damn.
Kanessa?
Oh, hey,
Got to
Kanessa.
the point. Hi,
Yeah,
Kanessa.
what I want to know is why don't I have? Oh God,
What happened? Where? Let me. What do you? Where are you?
So what I'm doing is
Oh, this is camera stuff.
no, this is
Whoa.
DCL Edit. It's a standalone, or DCL Editor is a standalone application like Builder, but it doesn't have all of the coding direct linkage to it. So it's a little confusing to me because
Oh yeah, I was on. I was actually. I have that site pulled up right now
yeah.
because
So
that's what I was gonna try to start doing and before we started FAFO. And so if we FAFO, even FAFO, or
yeah.
FAFOing FAFOers.
Here, let me just close that bastard and let's do it again. So yeah, I just went to a PowerShell, which is what this is. It's like command line interface, but on steroids. Because
Yeah.
at this website, which is DCL-edit.com install guide. This is where you were, right? 13 before we did the FAFO.
Correct. I have that exact page pulled up right now.
Okay, so for you, Josh, just to catch you up, this is how I use DCL Editor before what we started doing today. And the thing that I like about this is, well, here, I'll just keep this up here. You've got this thing where you can just go into it's a graphical, it's a GUI right here. So you can go to GLTF entity and you see all of these things right here. You can just grab any one of these. You can see it and then you can put it in there and then you get like the little widget to translate it, to scale it, to rotate it or whatever. Because, this is really nice because it's everything is all contained in one. But what I'm looking for is, with this, let me just maximize this here. Okay. If I go to add entity, giving tree, boom. You see how much easier that was?
Oh wow, yeah.
And then if I want to move it, I just grab. So this is like a lot like Builder. So what I want to know is why doesn't this have that? And maybe it just won't.
I'm sorry.
I still haven't got my object to spawn.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna dial
Okay.
this back then, and let's get you
It'll
set
go
up.
to you. So models, Surge Age character model. So did you save it?
yep, I saved it.
Just double check.
Double save.
There's your fucking quick command right there.
Oh yeah,
But then run scene again.
it's Shift Command S
So
for
run scene, close the other one out. And now that you have this in here, you'll be able to fuck with it a bit.
All right.
But once you have to actually have it loaded in there first, apparently. Like it wasn't showing up if I just did it. I had to actually do some shit.
yeah. So there's like some changes in the
Okay.
code that's already there. Uh, that can hot load, but if you're gonna add something new, it seems like that's when you
All
have
right.
to reload the
So
whole thing.
so go to the folder that has the image in it.
The model.
Yeah, the model. Go to model. Yeah. Okay, so that's there.
Oh, look at that little
And
guy.
Been
so
working on him this week.
JH, do something for me. Go to the position and change the position to like 8. The 1 to an 8. No. Nope.
What?
So keep that. Keep that 16 there.
Oh.
And then change the 1 to an 8.
Oh.
and
Oh.
then save, and then so whatever your hotkey is.
Let's try it.
Command
Oops.
S.
And then pull up Decentraland in the right window,
Yeah, just hit that tab, the Decentraland tab on the right. There you go.
and then shift your screen. Fuck, where is he?
Like hide and seek. Where is this little fucker?
Hmm.
It's got to be in here
Okay,
somewhere.
so change him to like fucking 16, 16, 16.
Also look up, because 8
Yeah,
might be a bit higher.
that's
I
8
think.
meters high.
Yeah, I mean, but
Oh no,
from
you're
what I
right.
remember, this thing is
Okay.
fucking huge, right? Did you
The-
hit your quick save?
It is pretty big, yeah. I did. But I feel like it's not working.
Yeah, so just hit save again,
Okay.
and then run the scene again.
Timeout, 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 timeout. So you can certainly do this, but rather than try to troubleshoot why this particular model, this asset that you've created isn't loading, just grab something from the repository. Grab something here. Let me just put something in there.
I was about to just send you a file, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's see here. If I can message
Here.
message.
Here comes the giving tree. We
There
know it works because it's there it is.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Yep. Nice. You got a whole lot of Decentralands running.
I should close this. Maybe it'll help.
It might. And where I have the giving tree set up, because I know it works, it's at 16.0.16. So just put a 0 in there, yeah. So add component, new GLTF shape, add component, new transform, new vector 3.
That's strange.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. You've got the comma, you've got the
Yeah.
squiggly brackets, the parentheses.
I'm gonna
Well, I mean, the
do-
only thing that's different is everything in mine says giving tree, where yours says.
Oh, he did you download the Giving Tree 5 GLB into the models folder?
Yeah, it's right here. Let me make sure I'm in the. I mean, it's in FAFO.
Yeah.
Maybe I fucked something up on this. Yeah.
You need the DCL, ECS, scene utils in your dependencies.
Oh, yeah, that's what you don't have up at the top.
What?
You need this line.
So go down to here. If you're looking at my screen real quick, if I'm still streaming, there's dependencies down here on the left hand side.
Okay.
Okay. hover over dependencies, click on the install package, and it's right there. You'll just have to type out at DCL / ECS scene utils.
Shouldn't he just be able to just type in DCL and then it should give him the list
I
of all the?
don't know exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe DCL at DCL.
It's
Well,
this right here that's like already highlighted to be typed.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. The autocomplete that it gives you.
DCL ECS scene. I put it in the chat.
Thank you, 13.
So if you'll just highlight that, go in there to the extension or the dependencies, and just paste
Copy
that
pasta. Yeah. Also,
in. Yes.
Josh, I don't think you have at the very top. You need to have this import line. So let me give this to you too.
I don't have no import line. I just have
Yeah, I
construct
don't mean to
shark
add
new
to the
entity.
mystery, but I don't have that import line and I don't have that dependency. And I'm running the shark animation from the awesome repo, and my code looks like his. Is that? Yeah, I'm pretty stunned. Unless Scott, do you want to copy and paste your entire?
Yeah.
And I learned that if you the the number to the left of the one, the tilde or whatever, if you press that 3 times, before you type,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
3
yeah.
times after.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah, I got
the
that.
code,
Yep.
whatever. Cool.
I use that all the time now, even if I'm doing code or not.
Nice.
Because it gives it a nice little box around it. So yeah, Josh, just copy that whole thing, drop it in there, and it should work as long as you've got the dependencies. So, Kanessa, I know you're just listening in, but to answer your question, it's streaming to YouTube, so I think it records on YouTube. I don't know. I didn't hit the record because it was streaming to YouTube. So if it's not recording, then that's my bad, and I apologize. Oh,
Let's go.
there it
YouTube is
is.
recording, so is Twitch.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Sinful.
There you go.
Let's go, Josh. Awesome.
Oh, yeah. All right, cool.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scott. I'm sitting in a car in a parking garage, waiting for my mom.
Okay.
And so I'm watching what you guys are doing, but yeah, it's alright.
Okay.
Follow along later, though. Be good. So
Si-
looks like you guys have got a lot.
Yeah. So Sinful said, if you heard it or not, it's saving to Twitch and to YouTube, so you can decide to pick it up from either place.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We pretty much did everything that we did last week, excuse me. And then we're, obviously we're going a little farther because we're importing GLBs. We did the thing where we drop from, really high up into the scene. And Madamus gave us that little shortcut that sometimes models don't load as fast. So you put like a little invisible low poly plane or whatever. So when you drop, you land on that, and then when the rest of the scene loads, you don't end up being in the basement. Like I think Knights of Antrom uses that because when we went there last Monday, like everybody started underneath the scene, and then you like walk around a little bit, jump up, and then you end up being on top. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna need to shut this down. I mean, you guys can certainly keep going here in Discord, but I'm going to stop the streams. I'm going to do a little research between now and next Tuesday because I really want to know if there's anything like this in the see, I hate this orbit. If there's something like this, these widgets, I know that there's the HUD, the heads-up display, and that would be another dependency that we would introduce. So what I mean by that is over here, just like the ECS, that's what gives us the ability to like, animate things inside of it and make these micro movements. But to have like a little widget in there to move things around is the HUD. So I think maybe we need to add that, and we can do that next week. I also want to show you guys how to go to GitHub and to download resources from there because going through the builder is just a pain in the neck. So how does that sound to all of you?
Oh shit, it worked.
Pretty fantastic.
Okay.
It fucking worked. Let's go.
Okay.
He was pretty excited. He was like, "Oh shit, it worked!"
Hold on, I
Fuck
gotta.
yeah, dude.
Oh, there it is.
Did you set that to 0?
Nice.
Is that what you did?
I just
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
change anything about Scott's text.
Tight.
Just except the name.
Fuck yes.
So this is the one. All right, sick. Thank you so
There it
much
is.
for the time.
Absolutely, Josh.
Yes, thank you. It's
So
been a productive day.
so just to sort of go back over this before I stop, because this is really big, right? I mean, this is like an aha moment. This is the big payoff. Um, I just want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Because you said you changed only the name of the model, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think was causing it to not work
I have
before?
no idea. The only thing different is this line.
Okay. There's a little red squiggly on there, so hover your mouse over that red squiggly where it says scene. Just hover over it. Yeah, hover. Is declared,
Yeah,
but its
so
value
I
is
don't
never
even know.
read.
I don't even know if you need that part because that's kind of.
Okay, we'll delete
Yeah,
it.
it's
Let's see.
gotta.
Oops.
Hit enter.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. And then save.
that whole line up there is funky.
Oh, oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Okay,
you don't need that entire. You don't need that line up there at all.
you don't. Okay.
Really?
Yeah,
Let's see.
and then delete.
So what you can do, Josh, instead of deleting it, hit 2 forward slashes, and that will do what's called commenting it out. So it stays there. You can see it. Yeah, there you go. Do a space just for readability.
For
Yeah,
shits
there you
and
go.
gigs,
Yep, for shits and gigs.
and then
Save.
AJ, what would be I mean, is it better to do that so that like you can come back and you have like a paper trail that you had it there but you didn't utilize it? Or like why wouldn't is that the only reason that you wouldn't delete it?
Yeah, so in trying to debug something, trying to figure out what is causing the problem by commenting it out, yeah, I like your explanation of a paper trail because you can remove things and see it there, but it hides it from the computer. So you're like,
Okay.
okay, I just removed this top line and now it works perfectly, or whatever. Now it's broken. Um, and then you can go back and you can comment out different parts of it. So like if you've got, remember that whole stack of code that we did when we placed the parcels and then we placed the spawn point and we were getting ready to do the camera target. You can go through any one of those sections, remember those different tiles, and comment out any single one of those and see what breaks it and what doesn't, or what fixes it and what doesn't.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, we don't have to go back in and solve the mystery, but I'm guessing you guys can see the benefit of going back and doing something like that because I mean it's another learning opportunity to see, it was really close. This is the only thing that was different. Are you trying to add both models?
I'm trying to add another one. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
I dropped something in the chatty chat. I dropped the link to the Dahingia builds that were produced. I believe I think there's a group of maybe 10
Mm-hmm.
here. In case you, Josh, just want to put something around your model that you just spawned there. These builds are all free for all of us to use, and they're pretty good looking.
Yeah.
So
All right.
same thing. Did I do that right? Just tab enter down a couple times and then do the same text all over again.
Yeah,
Or
but
is
you're going to
there-
need to give it a different name. So you need to name your guy like the guy, because what you're saying here, go up to the top where it says construct giving tree equals new space entity. What you're doing is you're declaring in the code, no, up at the top, not that one. Because you wanna have this be your guy, right? So let's go through and do a Control H or Apple Command H to find and replace. If you go to edit, I think.
Oh shit! It just closed.
Oh, maybe it crashed.
No. I think Command H might be to hide it on a
Oh,
Mac.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is.
All right.
So if you wanted to if you wanted to, you could go through and just manually change each one when you put your mouse over here. Let me swap screens. I can't.
So another thing you could do, Josh, is just go up to edit and then scroll down and you'll see where it says replace in files, and it will give you the keyboard shortcut.
Don't do replace in files. Just do the regular replace.
Okay, whatever. Edit, replace. Control H is mine, but whatever yours is.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking.
Okay. All right.
Should I raid the Twitch out before you close OBS?
Yeah, for
Like-
sure. How do I do that?
I'm doing it right now. I'm pressing the button. Just
Oh,
give
okay.
me 1 second and no, give me 10 seconds and then you can close if you like.
Okay.
What do I do
So-
with this
so-
now?
Hold up, Josh.
Oh sorry.
Oh no, go ahead, Josh. Your question is
Oh.
more important.
Okay.
I was just like confused once I did this edit
So-
replace.
Type giving tree with a capital G and capital T. Giving tree, exactly like it is there. And then press tab.
Oh shit.
And then yeah, there we go. Cool.
I mean, yeah, you could name it something short too. It doesn't have to be that big
Yeah.
long thing.
Yeah, and if there's going to be more characters, maybe sometimes I would do character 1 and then later I would spawn character 2, or maybe I would code name them. I would just call it character left or character front left, and then, you know, or whatever. This is where you set it as long as you keep it consistent.
Okay.
So
You still got to
so
name that
one
last line. Line 10. You got to change that one.
and line 3.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
So did we fuck around and find out today?
I don't know. 13, you tell me. You tell me, Josh. Did we find out?
I found out a lot of shit today. Yeah.
Did we fuck
Most
around?
Definitely. We fucked around for sure.
All right. Can I
Just feel free to close